In this video, I will discuss about RS485 serial communication. RS485 is a balanced differential digital transmission line interface developed to improve the limitations of RS232. So the advantage of RS485 is large data transfer rate and longer distance between the sender and receiver, and because of its supports, it is using differential signal, so it is less susceptible to noise, and it supports multiple drivers and receivers, whereas the RS232 will support only one driver and one receiver. So the most commonly used IC for converting the TTL serial data to RS485 logic levels is MAX485. So MAX485 will support half duplex. Only at a time the sender can send or receive the data, because the differential lines A and B is commonly shared by the driver and receiver. So whenever data to be sent, the driver is enabled, and whenever the data to be received, so receiver is enabled. So here, whenever the logic 1 is sent by the transmitter, the VOA is greater than VOB, and at the receiving end, so for logic 1, VIA minus VIB is greater than 200 millivolts, and for logic 0, VIA minus VIB is less than 200 millivolts. The receiver will sense this difference, and it is converted to the logic levels. The driver and receiver logic levels of RS485 is as shown in the figure. The driver is plus or minus 1.5 volts, and for receiver minimum sensitivity is plus or minus 200 millivolts. So there is a large margin that is available between the driver and receiver. This makes the RS485 is a preferred communication for longer distances because of its higher noise immunity and higher noise margin. So the specifications of RS485 is common maximum common mode voltage is minus 7 to 12 volts, because this is using differential communication. So the difference in grounds between the sender and receiver will appear as a common mode voltage at the sender. So this is one of the important specifications. So even though minus 7 to 12 volts difference, minus 7 to 12 volts common mode voltage is also present, so this signal is not affected in RS485. So receiver input resistance is 12 kilo ohms minimum, and receiver sensitivity is plus or minus 200 millivolts. The RS485 communication interface between a microcontroller and PC. So microcontroller is commonly used for communicating the data to a PC. So if you see the block diagram is as shown in the figure, the microcontroller has UART port receive and transmit pins are connected to the receive and transmit pins of the MAX485, and the differential signal A and B is fed to the RS485 to RS232 converter before connecting to a PC, because generally PCs does not consist of RS485 converter, it only consists of RS232 converter. That's why the RS485 signal to be converted to RS232 logic level before feeding it to a PC. So RS485 will support both half duplex and full duplex communication. So if we are using only one pair of cable between multiple drivers and receivers, so it will support only half duplex, because at a time only one device can share the transmission line. And if you want full duplex, so separate pairs are used for transmitting and receiving the data. This is the comparison of RS232 and RS485. So first four are most important specifications and differences between these two standards. So max mode of operation is for RS232 single-ended, and it is differential. A number of drivers and receivers here 1 and 1, and whereas RS485 supports 32 drivers and 32 receivers, and cable length it is 50 feet, and whereas RS485 is 4000 feet. And maximum data rate that is supported by RS232 is 20 kilobits per second, whereas RS480 will support 100 kilobits per second. Thank you for watching my video.